What's up guys, it's Connor here for part 2 of the redstone tutorial, which is a tiny bit harder than the other one. So last video we looked at this redstone inverter, which was tutorial number 1, where we had a sunlight sensor where it gave off power, went to this inverter contraption which then sent a naught signal onto this redstone, taking the lamp off. And then with this one we probably had the most compact clock or redstone pulse you can get. Yep, so that was a brief overview on them, and yes, so let's get on with our other one. So I'm not quite sure what this is called. There isn't really a name for this, but this is practically a bit harder from the other video. And basically in this is where you need a redstone torch, a block of any kind, and a pressure plate or any sort of thing like that. So we'll just get them now. And then with that inverter over there, which I showed you, there is also another way to do it, where you have a redstone which is on a pressure plate, and then you have this block of any kind, and then you put your redstone torch on top. And basically what if you wanted this redstone to go off, instead of having it on the side of a block, then there you go. So it just turns off the signal like that. But this is also really good for using in a lot of people, which I've seen on YouTube, just spiral up. But this is a very simple way of doing it, is what I call a ladder technique, but yeah, pretty much is like this. Yep, turns that off, that turns that off, that turns that off, like that. So basically you have it on at the top and you have it on at the bottom. If you wanted this, I would just bring it out here and put a lamp on it so you can see from when I stand on the pressure plate. But look, so that lamp is on at the moment, and as soon as I stand on this, you should see the redstone flicker up, doom doom doom, and there we go. That has now gone off. So when I go off, it turns on, go on, it turns off. So yeah, it's just a fact that since this is on, it turns this redstone off. Since that redstone torch is off, it turns this one on, and etc. Now if I were to change this to a wood pressure plate, I can show you what happens above. There we go. So just lob that on there, and there you have it. So it's very fast, it's very effective, and it's good for a co-op map, I guess. So if it had, say, you needed a multiplayer co-op map, as I just said, and you had to open a door and one person had to be in a different part of the map, easy. Right, so that is the first part of our tutorial, and I will go into a bit more depth on what this can be used for. As I said, it can be used for lamps, it can be used as activation for any redstone key, or you can have it to a inverter, so a bit like this, so then oh gosh, I'm lagging. And then you could have it to a redstone inverter, so if you wanted it so that it wasn't on when you stood it, and when you stood on the pressure plate it would turn on, all you would have to do is to get any block of your kind, put the redstone torch in the middle so it turns this off, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. So then when I stand on this, no, like this, sorry, and then we have it. So then it should be like this. Ta-da! It's pretty much instant, and it's a really good way of, well, learning this ladder technique instead of spiraling up. So yes. Right, so the next part of this video is hoppers. Yes, hoppers. And yeah, so let's just jump right to it. So what you're going to need for this is not too much redstone, I guess, because you don't really need it, but you're going to need a hopper, anything you want the item to be transferred into, so a chest, not a trap chest, a normal chest, even though a trap chest would work. You need a sort of block, any block, so I am going to use some lapis blocks. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put the hopper down, and then you're going to put this chest here, and then yeah, so there it is. With this, what happens is it's hard to explain, but it's practically what people used to do is you can sort of redstone signals and stuff with this, but it uses it like a vacuum, you could say, like a Hoover, where you log the item in and it stores it in here. And then what you can do with this now is to transfer the lapis block in here to this chest here. So yeah, to do that you need to make it so that the actual hopper itself and the chest link. So to do this, you want to place it in a way where it likes it. So normally it works well above on one block above, and you're just going to find where it like links. So here it likes being put on the side of a block. So can you see there? It links up to that block. Then you want to put your chest. You want to put your chest next to it. So these two are then connected via a pipe, a bit like Thxs. Then, as I showed you before, it sucks the item in by pressing Q, and then it comes straight into this chest. So a lot of ways you can do this from here is, oh no, the sun. A lot of ways you can go from here is like complex contraptions, such as, I will show you a couple. I'll leave this here as a demonstration. Doesn't seem to want to be working now. There we go. Right, I'll leave this here as a demonstration, and then what you're going to want to do is, I'll go further over here, is you want to get some rail. Well, this isn't what you want to do, but this is just what you can do with hoppers. You can then have a hopper connecting this way with a rail there. You can then have through here some glass. This is just some of the easy stuff you can do with it. There's a lot of complicated stuff like vending machines and all that sort of stuff, but I will go into them in more depth if you guys really want me to. It's purely up to you. So here we go. So there we go. What will happen here is it should hit this glass, go into here, and then we need a certain cart. Oops. Yeah, so we just need to change this cart to a electric one, hook it up to a redstone torch, and then we should have it. By Joe, we nearly have it. What block, there we go. Let's put some diamonds in here. Put this cart on here. And then what it should do is, hopefully, well, at least you need a hopper just here. A hopper one, sorry. So then this should go straight into here, and then it should, in theory, go into this chest, which I'm about to spawn in. So here we go, let's try it. Then that should now be in here, right? You'll need a contraption to go in here. And then, is that still in here? Yep. So then, this is just some of the limitations which you can do with it. And yeah, it's pretty good in comparison. So yeah, it's good. It's very good. I'll just finish doing this for you guys, and then there is a couple of bugs with it at the moment. It's a bit sad, but anyway, move on and prosper. There we go. Put another one here. Yep, that there, and then a chest, and then let's try that one more time. I'm not the best with hoppers, as you could probably see already, but let's try it. So it goes in there, it goes in this cart. This cart will get pushed, it goes along. Nah, see, I'm not quite sure why that isn't working, but anyway. So that is just some of the ones where you can transfer it into a cart. So through this video, guys, we've looked at a tiny bit more briefly in this, a tiny bit more briefly in this, and let's just turn that on. And we have also looked at this. So this was the ladder repulse, and this was the ladder repulse, which was a good aspect which a lot of you asked me to do. And we also looked in general a little bit about hoppers. So guys, thanks for watching this level 2 of the Redstone beginner. We will start be getting to a bit harder Redstone next series, and we will be going into more depth in some Redstone. If you guys are having stuck on any of this, just comment or inbox me on YouTube, and I will be sure to come and help you out and go on a call or whatever. So thanks again, guys, for watching. This is In the Diamond Tree, Connor here, signing you out. So see you later, guys.
Out, and then I log out.